For the people watching this on YouTube, we're currently live and we're about to get started. There's some notes on the screen that I've been adding since the last episode, and these are some of the things that I wanted to work on. So in the immediate last episode, we were working on this tram line here. And it's, it works. It's just not the prettiest thing. So one of the things that I wanted to do is maybe rework this whole thing, make it a bit more visually attractive. And I was just thinking that it would be cool if we have some like elevated track that doesn't sort of block. I mean, it's not really blocking the roads, but maybe it will be cool if we have it elevated as in like a viaduct. So I wanted to give that a shot and rework these stations a little bit so they don't look that bad. And we're probably gonna move this station one tile over here just so that it's like centered with this, because just this is like 100% OCD stuff. Like it's off, it's like not properly aligned. I mean, we might as well just add one extra lane here and remove this one. That's all that there will be to it. So those are some of the things that we want to do. We have to replace some old vehicles. So I think that will be like the lowest hanging fruit that we can tackle. And how I always streamed in 1440p. Wait, really? I'm streaming in 1440p? Oh, god dang it. I'm supposed to be recording at 1440p. Now, let me double check this. Holy crap. I am streaming in 1440p. So that's what... Damn, son. Well, no, I don't. To answer your question, I usually stream at 1080p and record at 1440p. But I think it forced me to switch to like the new NVIDIA encoder. So, yeah. If it's too low, I mean, I still should be streaming at 6,000 kilobits per second, so it shouldn't be that bad if you don't have a super fast connection, but yeah, that really sucks. All right, we got a sub. Oakloon, how's it going? Says, hey, got notification you're live, can't watch now, but I've been here to give you a monthly Prime sub. See, you have a great stream. Thank you so much. Maybe you can come check out the stream after, once we upload the VOD to YouTube. Much appreciated. So, low-hanging fruit. We have a bunch of vehicles that we should probably sort by age. Let's do this. So, yeah, we have a few trucks from this side of the map. By the way, this is our entire network so far. We have some train connections here. Well, actually, we have a lot of train connections. And this is where we're going to be focusing first, which is all these trucks that are meant to carry clay from this pit over here and this other pit over here. So let's get that sorted out real quick. Shouldn't be too hard. This is why I usually group vehicles. So as you can see, we have everything set in here. So ideally we could just go replace vehicles, select this little thing, and if I remember correctly, last time I upgraded these set of trucks, I picked this one, but let's double check that. So obviously it's much faster, it can carry more cargo, it has higher power. Not in terms of track to effort, not so much, but I don't think that matters, especially because the difference is not that much. But, yeah, I think this works. Let's just, let's see, do we have anything else that might be good? Oh, these are like slower. Should probably sort maybe by, I don't know, speed. So this one is obviously the slowest one. This one is the fastest one. Yeah, screw it. Let's go with this one. All right, so these should start getting upgraded. By the way, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to use the chat. I try to keep an eye on it. Now I have my monitor set up a little different. I used to have it like on this side. Now I have it right in front of me. So whenever there's chat activity, I'm much more like easy to see it, if that makes any sense. All right, so this is taken care of. All the other vehicles I think are fine. Let's just double check the trains for a second. Oh, we have some old little trains in here. I don't want to spend the whole stream or the whole episode, upgrading things, but Damn, I might have to. All of these passenger trains, someone in the comments in the previous video said that I should probably upgrade them to maglev now, so that sounds like a fun thing to do. I mean, I don't mean that ironically, I mean that's like, yeah, I'm super down for that. Ooh, Shenzhen fruit. We need to like rename these routes because they're no longer Shenzhen, they're going to capital city now. So let's point this here. Why do we have two? Oh, because this is the shuttle. Okay, so let's rename this group. How do I even rename this group? Manage list. Remove vehicles, add shared, blah, blah. Oh, I think it's like one of these, right? Yeah, there we go. So this is capital fruit. Playing with someone or solo? I am playing solo. This is part of my YouTube series, if you are new to my channel. I mostly do YouTube, and every once in a while, every 2 months, I stream on Twitch. Actually, I'm hoping to, you know, get back into the swing of things, but this is part of this will be like the eighth episode of my YouTube series for this particular project. The goal, for those of you who have no idea, is to get capital city to grow to 10,000 population, and we're using a script that let me show you real quick, has some requirements that we need to meet in order for the city to grow. And we're currently on the stage. This is actually a better window to show you. We're currently on this stage, which is we are delivering fruit, and the city is not growing because we're not delivering enough goods. Yeah, we should probably take a look at this after we like work on all this stuff. But yeah, this is where we are right now. And yeah, the next, I think the next thing, I don't even know what the next thing is. I had it there on the screen for a second. Yeah, so food will be next after fruit, but that's where we're at right now. Let's rename this one real quick. Try not to get too distracted. But that's also half the fun, so who knows. Will there be a Strict DOS update of your new setup layout? So it hasn't changed all that much besides changing like the monitors. You can, I just tweeted a photo. You can head over to twitter.com/StrictDoster. Actually, I can put it on the screen right now for everyone to see. So this is, here, let's bring it here. So this is my current setup. This top monitor used to be like right here on the side, like vertical. But I've been doing a lot of programming lately, so I figured like it's just nicer to have like reference materials on the top one and actually have my code on the bottom one. So it just makes life a little easier. We can close this. But I will maybe do another update maybe next year, because I'm hoping to like refresh a few little things, but right now nothing has changed so dramatically that I figured justified another update. I didn't see the clay on the truck refittable. Really? Did I screw that up? Well, just to begin with, not a lot of these things have been updated. Engineering supplies. You're right. I'm so glad that I'm doing this live. I'm so glad that I'm doing this live. Okay, let's go take a look at that real quick. Replace vehicles. No, this is all vehicles. I want a Cologne clay. What you hear in the background, if yeah, it can be refitted to that. Why doesn't it just like automatically like? Boy. Change supplies. Which one? Oh, this one does clay. Okay. Sure, we'll go with that. Which means that... what happened to the other ones that I had? Did they... I mean, I've seen a few getting updated. No. Like, so what are you doing then? So this is dropping engineering supplies. Oh, I see. So there... Okay, wait, hang on. something has to be dropping clay, which I'm guessing it's this one. And this one is not old, right? No, it is super old. So you're still loading, you're just not getting upgraded. Cologne clay. Are these different things? I am so confused right now. Okay. Chemicals, clays, farm supplies. Yeah, these are the ones that I want to start replacing them with. So what are the engineering supply ones? I think they're maybe part of a different group? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so good. I'm glad like none of these were actually upgraded, I don't think. Probably because they couldn't maybe refit, so it maybe failed. But this should work now. Let's see. So this one is the new one, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is good. We should probably, you know, come back here and take a look at what happened. You know, if things are operating well. Kidmix says, I haven't seen a video from you in quite some time. Guessing YouTube, being YouTube, by hiding half, if not more, of the videos uploaded by the people I follow. Yeah. I haven't gotten that many comments recently from people not getting notifications from my subscriptions, but it has happened in the past, so yeah, it may be still a thing. Okay, let's do this quick replacement here, and then it's all gonna be great. So capital fruit. Actually, we're really interested in this because this is just gonna be. Train 7 is lost. Why are you lost? Okay, one thing at a time. We'll take care of the lost train in a second. Probably, sometimes they're just works itself out. How old is this vehicle? Let's take a look. So this one is 29 years old. And obviously, can it be auto replaced? Maybe it probably doesn't exist anymore. EMDF, I don't see it on the list. We actually have not that many trains on the list. It's getting shorter. That's very unfortunate. 120, 120, 120. These are like pretty slow, and also, actually this one's cheaper. Design in 93. Okay, this would be a good candidate. Let's see, do we have anything that's like actually way cheaper than that? Not that we're not making any money, but you know. Let's sort by maximum speed, because that's the only metric that matters, right? So this is where we are. 144. You know what? Let's go with this one. I might come later and like, you know, do it again. So we're going to replace this one with the same one so that we have, you know, you want to keep your fleet all the same type of thing so that it's easier to buy parts and stuff. That's usually like how airlines work. They try to, like airlines that are relatively profitable, they try to keep the entire fleet like 1 or 2 models of planes. So, send the group for service. They go to depot and leave with new trucks. Ooh, that's very clever. Yeah, usually just like set it and forget it. But I guess yeah, most of them have been. I guess I could just send this one for servicing, right? I don't actually know. You just need to. It's going to the depot right now. Look, it's broken, entering the depot. That's like ironic as F. There we go. Cool. Nice. So let's go. Yeah, I guess I can send all this group for servicing as well. Sure. That's going to disrupt our fruit, but whatever. Like I said, we have plenty of food, and also Capital City is now growing again, so that's great. Okay, so replacing all vehicles. I think we're pretty much done now, right? Aside from these passenger trains, which I don't really care about upgrading because we're gonna most likely replace them with maglev, so that's good. Ships, how are we doing in terms of ship by age? We're doing great. And planes, we don't have any planes yet. So replace vehicles, done, checked. Cool. Okay, so I wanna move these trams. Let's do something fun. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's get in here. I might like turn down the volume on the sound effects because they're the little horn in the background. It's kind of getting to me right now. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to delete these houses, and you'll see why in a minute. Actually, I don't need to delete the roads, but I wanna do this. We're gonna bring this here. And I want to maybe sketch this. So let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. I think you can tell where I'm going. I want to have this road be elevated. So we can do that. We can do this. So if we go to trams, we can have like little hops. And this is going to be our viaduct, pretty much. What the name says it is. And I could have kept it, you know, one long bridge, because obviously we have two-way tracks as opposed to regular trains, so this should work fine. But yeah, that looks nice. So houses will grow on these slopes, which is good. All we need to do is just do something like this. Let's work on this station first. How could this station be? We clearly don't need 3 stops like we have now. So perhaps we can just do something like this. And then we can have our stop be here. Can I not? Oh, local authority refuses, of course. Of course they do. And this is why we're gonna bribe you. Again. And again. Very poor. I might be able to work with very poor? No. Poor, sure. Poor works. There we go. All right. So this is Capital City North, pretty sure. Okay. So we can delete this for a second here. So this should be enough. I think trains can actually go one of 2 ways. But this, I love how this looks. This is exactly what I had in mind. Okay, so let's continue this thing over here. Actually, just for fun, why don't we extend this like that? Just for fun, you know. And do this instead. Let's go road connection and put a tunnel instead. Just, you know, to keep it more interesting. In fact, I could have done the same thing here. But, well, we'll see. We can tweak things later. This whole stream is going to be a mixture of me making things work, but also making things look pretty. Because, you know, when I start recording episodes, there's like, it's like I want to fit everything in 20 minutes, and I usually prioritize getting things done more than getting things to look right. So once I do it once, then I just go off camera and like make things work a little better. I think if we keep the same layout, we need to do this. So now, since we have time, I can just go do all these things that improve the aesthetics. Now here, I'm gonna start having to get rid of some of these things already built. Yeah, because I want to delete things. I don't want to build anything. Can get rid of that. And let's get rid of this one too. Actually, let's just put another tunnel here, because why not? And we might as well just put this station here and divert the traffic like that. Actually, you're gonna need to exit, but okay, I guess you're gonna be stuck here. Let's see if that works. There we go, not too shabby. So let's get rid of that. Nope. Turn around. Can you actually turn around? Oh, you're stuck there forever. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, nobody will ever enter this station anymore, which is great. So we can just keep doing this. Let's put a tunnel. A regular road tunnel for that. And just tram line all the way. And we can finally get rid of that. And I think for loading, we do want maybe more than one stop. Especially in the future as things progress. Why can't I connect this? Sloped in the wrong direction. You can totally make that corner. Come on. Are you kidding me? What is the issue here? I guess I didn't need that. They can just loop around. But this... There we go. Now it works. I don't know why that wasn't working before. But we can do this. What's the name of this station? Parallel and Keg. Let's change this station to Capital City South. And with that, we can just put this here, which is adjacent, so it will be one big station. And all we have to do next is just connect this up here. So hopefully, let's just keep all of these trains. There we go. This one was smart enough to get to that station. And we're gonna get rid of all of this. And once we have all these trams going on this upper viaduct, everything's gonna be great. Just like that. Are they coming? Yeah. Sweet. So this is the last train over here that's gonna get to this station. Let me clear all the windows real quick. If there's one feature that I love from this game is that the fact that you can just hit delete and just everything, the entire screen clears up. It's just amazing. I love it. So how's your day going? I'm guessing many of you are probably from Europe, so your Saturday is almost over. Mine is just getting started. There we go. What do you think about that? Looks super good. Love it. Waterboy, thank you for the resub. Holy crap, 9 months. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I remember you. Oh, I know what I forgot. Let's try not to delete trees that we don't necessarily need to. Let's get rid of all the trams. I forgot to add depots. So yeah, we're gonna need to add some depots. We can get rid of all of this now. Where do we add depots? I guess we can add them like one here and maybe one sort of like before this station. Great. Let's try that again. There we go. Dude, I love how this came out. So cool. Everything seems to be flowing fine. So eventually, if we want to increase this station, I guess we can do it now before the city grows any further, because I know that I'm going to have to need at least another stop here. So we might as well get rid of all of this. Do this. There we go. Now you can go. And we can do this and do this and that and that and get rid of that and put a second stop there. Great. And now all we have to do is just put a little tunnel for our road vehicles. Perfect. So now we have 2 stops on each end. I wonder if this... Oh, dude, it's smart enough to like not use the other lane. This is perfect. Look, they're all like automatically like figuring out where they should stay. Freaking perfect. I'd rather use modern bridges. You're in 2007, otherwise super cool. Yeah, but like imagine, I know what you're saying, but like this is like one of those like old rigged viaducts that the city built like forever ago. That's sort of the vibe that I'm going with. But yeah, I could have used modern bridges. Train tenants lost. Why? Well, I don't know why, but I need to like work on this. So let's get this in place. Also, like this is not like design or anything, so we should probably put some love in here. And by the way, we can now delete this. This is all done. And I guess we can just have some roads here for good measure. This will help Capital City grow a little faster, hopefully. And let me think for a second here. Yeah. You like the new look, Ping.net. Awesome. I'm glad you approve. I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, the train station. So let's get into here. Might as well do electrified, because I mean, why not? It's more expensive and we don't need it now, but actually I don't know. Are these diesel trains? No, yeah, they're totally diesel. So stations. This, I think, it doesn't matter what it is because I'm gonna redo it anyways, but I think is raw materials, right? It's probably, yeah, it's like it's not really small farm facilities, grain tanks. Should be the fruit platforms, but they really don't look like anything when there's no fruit waiting, and there will never be fruit waiting here because it's actually delivering fruit. So maybe it's processed goods, what I want. Sure, let's go with this. So this should be a 6 tile. Sorry, 1 track, 6 tiles. Like so. And we should get rid of this track from now on. So this station right here no longer needs to be a thing. Cool. There we go. So now we need to like make this tracks a little prettier. So we can just do this, perhaps. No, because there's a... This is... No. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, it didn't blow up. But that was... I saw it. I saw my entire life flash before my eyes. There we go. Now that works. Oh boy. That almost gave me a heart attack. I was checking my Fitbit to see if my heart rate was elevated. It wasn't. At least not that much, but so this train is trapped here, which is not good. So the way we fix this is by doing this. And actually this one should now be that. It's a path signal. And in the meantime, we can just set this up. Actually, that should be a one-way path signal. Convert. Is this? No. Man, I forgot the shortcuts for this thing. So I want to remove this. Oh, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. So the trains are smart enough to do what they need to. Now this platform is not accessible right now, but it is now. And I can hopefully get rid of that. So that's cool. And we should probably have this two-way path signals here so that the trains are smart enough to either take this route if they want to go out of this place fast enough. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of all of these. And we can finally put maybe another depot here. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna have to be like reworked at some point because I don't think it can fit that many trains moving forward. Thumbless Man with another sub. Thank you so much. Teddy Coop says, I watched one of your Nido videos where you said you changed the graphic settings and put them in the description, but I could not find them. Are there anywhere written down? I think I saw your comment, actually, or someone posted a similar comment. Honestly, I don't remember what I changed. And if it was a big change, I definitely put it in the description, but I don't think there was a massive change. I usually like tweak like the relight settings, but in terms of you know, like the theme and like any of those things, it's pretty much all the same. I haven't changed that. Unfortunately, the map theme, if that's specifically what you're looking for, is it's now private. It was from Hadiz. She used to have a Patreon page. I think at some point, I don't know if she actually reopened her Patreon page, but it was, yeah. In retrospect, I'm not a huge fan of private assets like that because now everyone is asking for it, and I unfortunately can't share it. Yeah, there shouldn't be that many differences. Like it should almost be exactly the same as the first episode. So sorry about that. I wish I could give you a better answer. Okay, so let's get these reset, and now let's put like a nicer station here. So goods station B. These are kind of goods-like stations. In fact, we want a 5 platform. No, that's not what I want. What about this one? How does this one look? Nope, that's not what I want either. That's the one I just chose. What about this one? That one is like okay. See if we can get something better. I mean, that's like an okay station. And then at the very end, we can put some buffers. Fixtures here. And I guess for this one, I guess we can put 3 buffers. Or maybe 2 just to begin with. And then we can do just a regular 1 tile buffer here. And I think this needs maybe like one of those. Right? No, that needs something else. Actually, let me think. We could make it fun like this. So this could potentially be the road, right? This is the road that sort of leads into the station. Something like that. I mean, that actually looks kind of okay. I'm not super opposed to that. So we moved the station, so we can check that off the list. This one needs to be increased. I think this one is just going to take up this entire space. And it's all going to be maglev, and it's going to be great. I mean, like I said, the settings are pretty much the same from the first episode. And in the first episode, I went through all the settings. Maybe I wasn't clear when I mentioned that. Did that make any sense? I would love for a good modern adaptation of this game. Oh, there's quite a few games that have like a modern take on this game. Transfer Fever will probably be one. Transfer Fever 2 is coming out soon. And then you have Machine Key that's like being developed. That I actually Machine Key is great because it's like literally a hybrid between OpenTTD and what the hell happened there? No signal? That was odd. I just saw it like for a second because I'm actually looking at my screen and everything was fine. But anyways, kind of a hiccup. Just the Fever is nice, but it's not OpenTTD. I know. Machine Key is basically the closest thing I would say, because Machine Key has like a 3D version, and then when you're building, it turns into this like isometric, like tile-based sort of game. And then you have other games like Voxel Tycoon, which I played a couple of months ago, and it's on my YouTube channel. If you want to go check that out. Obviously, that's like it's like OpenTTD meets Minecraft kind of a thing. We have some old trams here. We should probably upgrade them in a second. But yeah, and I think I'm forgetting something else. I think there were other games that try to like mimic OpenTTD, but man, OpenTTD just is, there's like a magic about it that is unbeatable. Even like Locomotion, that was created by the same like person, by Chris Sawyer, like the author of the original Transport Tycoon. It's like it's nice. It looks kind of like OpenTTD, makes it a little bit better. You can have like curves, like nice curves and like things like that. But it's just like there's just something about it. I don't know. In any case, things are looking good. Let's take a quick look at the requirements before we start doing more things. We should maybe figure out what's happening with the goods here, because this is something that we really should be working on. We have goods waiting here. Let's just clone this train twice, so maybe that should help things. What about over here? Anything that we can... We have quite a bit of steel waiting to be loaded. So I guess we can add an extra train that delivers steel to our to whatever this thing is, our goods hub. And what's the other raw material that we're bringing is Capital City Goods Hub. This is coming all the way from... Let's take a look at your orders. From Tijuana Bulk Terminal. So if we follow this line, this is coming from here, which has a ton of chemicals. But yeah, we can add a lot more trains, except these ones are blocking everything. So maybe you are just gonna go to the depot right now. We're gonna get rid of you and you as well. So getting rid of these two trains may help with this traffic jam of sorts that we have here. I really don't want to add a third line of bridges. That will be a bit too extreme, I think. But we might have to. Yeah, because right now these trains are just sitting there, and we have a lot of chemicals waiting to be picked up. Look at that. And that's all gonna go straight into our goods hub. So I want to get rid of some of these trains and basically add a few new ones. So let's clone this twice. And we're gonna get rid of those two. Wow, only 31,000. That's like not a lot. And that should help things out for a bit. Something that I forgot to mention, by the way, since I have a big number of you, and those who are interested in City Skylines and also live in Europe, I'm actually gonna be attending a PDXCon this year. I'm gonna announce it on my channel later, but I'm just gonna give you the heads up right now. And there's going to be a lot of people from the community there. Like basically every YouTuber that you know that plays City Skylines will be there. You know, Flux, Biscohausen, of course. But I think like Press is going to be there too. I think Taser is going to be there too. Well, Maddie is obviously going to be there because I think she's actually like part of the organization now. Yeah, and also a ton of asset creators like Mr. Mason. Who else? I've been talking to a bunch that are going. I forgot, but seriously, there's going to be so many of us there. It's going to be great. This is going to happen in Berlin at the end of October. So yeah, might want to check it out if you're in the area. I wouldn't like necessarily fly from like, you know, far away to this thing unless you really want to. Like no one's stopping you. But yeah, if you're like in Europe-ish or at least in Germany, that should be a fun thing to attend to. And I'm gonna try to like do like a little vlog of sorts, like at least record it. So if you can't make it, at least you can see how it went. And I think I'm also hosting a workshop on the second day of the event for like how to basically how to set up your stream and your YouTube channel, and like give you tips on things related to that if you want to start your own like little City Skylines channel. Because obviously I'm so good at it that I'm now streaming at 1440p. God dang it, OBS. I'm so upset about that. Anyways, Outer Renew failed. Let's take a look at this. Holy crap, this city's big. Outer Renew. Let's go to trams by age. All right, so all the Hamburg Loop trams need to be upgraded. So replace vehicles. I guess that's our only option. So let's go with that. It has more capacity and higher speed. So that's good. Yeah. Fine. Eventually, this Hamburg Loop, I think I'm gonna extend it so that it reaches Capital City. That's sort of my plan. I think Hamburg is growing pretty healthy and is pretty much taking over this entire bay, but we might be able to grow Hamburg up to this size, and that might be close enough for a little shuttle between Hamburg and Capital City. I don't know, we'll see. Obviously, these towns that don't have the city label underneath don't grow, so that's kind of unfortunate. I wish that they would still grow, maybe like significantly slower, but yeah. Am I looking forward to Transport Figure 2? Yeah, I saw, it definitely looks more interesting than the first Transfer Figure, which I think I've only played once. I wasn't a huge fan of Train Fever, which is the one I've sort of played the most. It looks like they're fixing a lot of things for Transport Figure 2. And I signed up for the beta, but they were asking people for their address, which is like, what the crap? Like, what? Just want a review copy, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, anyways, I think they have like a boilerplate form for like everyone, including players, so they want to make sure that people don't leak stuff. Like, fine. I know it's not a huge company or anything, but come on. I don't want to give my address to like random people on the internet. Not again. Let's see. So yeah, so all of this is looking good. Town is claimed by United Fleet. Food at 5,000. How are we doing here? Are we getting enough goods? Yeah, look at that. Town is growing again. Yes. All right, so this is paying off. Let's see. Can we fit even more trains here? What's the chemical situation? Dude, we can fit maybe 2 more trains. Especially because now that Capital City is going to start growing even more, it's going to demand more goods, because all these requirements are sort of tied to whatever the location is. Sorry, the population is. So as the city grows, then all of these numbers are going to get updated. So you're going to constantly have to pump new things. It's not like, oh, you just meet this requirement and you're good forever. No, this is just going to get more and more crazy. Steve-O with a 300 bits says, love the series, keep it up, dude. Thank you so much. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do, at least. I'm glad you enjoyed the series. I'm having so much fun. Honestly, while I still love Night Owl, don't get me wrong, but man, OpenTTD is just like, yeah, let's do it. Like it's just, I think it's the lag that does it for me. Like Night Owl is so laggy, and it takes like 20 to 30 minutes to like even open up and start being able to do anything. OpenTTD is just like fired up and you're done. Like you're already building things. Okay, cool. So we have a whole bunch of new buildings, new vehicles, sorry. Goods delivery is only getting better, which is great. Capital City is finally growing. And we have all of this looking nice. So why don't we halt the entire passenger situation here and start working on maglev. So how do we approach this is the question. Because yeah, like I'm gonna have to stop everything for a bit here while I upgrade things. So a couple things that I'm thinking. What if, so you know how we have like 4 lines sort of coming in here? So because I want to add 2 extra tiles here, what if so we're going to have a total of 6 tiles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So because we're going to have 6 tiles, I wonder if I can just split them in half and maybe like this northern part will be 1/2. We can start connecting some other cities. Do we actually have a city? I guess Buenos Aires, it's kind of far away, but I mean, that could work. So we can have one maglev line that picks up passengers from Buenos Aires, and we can start growing Buenos Aires because it has a bunch of room to grow. And then they can just have like another maglev corridor here. We can have like a little stop at Porto and Salt Lake City as well. And then the southern lines, we have, I mean, even Chicago could be a part of that line as well. But then we have Reykjavik, York, and Tokyo as like another big urban cluster that can have the southern part of the branches, and so on. I mean, we have some semi-large towns in here, but they're not cities, unfortunately. And there are not a lot of cities in here. Let me hide the trees so that it's easier to see. But yeah, I mean, that could be a good start. What about over here? Do we have any cities? Dude, there's like no cities in here. What the crap? Oh, one other thing that I forgot. Don't worry, Ping the Ned. Thank you for the bits intentions. You've already given too much to this channel. Like it's all good. I'm still giving you a shout out. Hello, Mason. How's it going? One thing that I forgot to mention is we're gonna get started with the maglev in just a second, but so after food, engineering supplies is the next milestone, and there's a bit of an issue with that. So I actually specifically manually set all of these goals, and this right here was a mistake of mine. It wasn't that the script was wrong or anything. This is just my mistake. So the problem with engineering supplies is that no industry that we can manually fund takes engineering supplies, which means that I think we have 2 options. I mean, we have 3 options. Option number 1 will be to like redo everything like I already did, which now the network is so complex that there's no way that's gonna happen. And honestly, it's like I don't really need to, because option number 2 is to use, I think there's like a way to enable cheats in game. So when you go fund industry, not only you can fund these types of industries, you can also fund the raw material industries. And those are the ones that take engineering supplies, if that makes any sense. So that's one of the options. The other option is to, and you can do this for any save game, but you can grab your save game here. Actually, while we're at it, why don't we just save this, because we did a lot of work. I don't want to lose it if power goes out or something. So this would be episode 12. Actually, this would be 12.5, because this is a live stream. There we go. Cool. The other option is to save your game like I just did. And if you change the extension of the file, you can open it up in your level editor. And from there, you can just place whatever industries you want manually. So that's one way to do it. So we have options. We can still continue the progression of this project, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So capital city population is going down, which is awesome. Yeah, it's gonna take some time to like re-establish itself, unfortunately, but it's okay because we have a lot of work to do. Okay, so the easiest thing that we can do right now is to send all of these trains to the depot, convert all of the tracks to maglev, and then after that, and after that, replace all of the trains with their maglev counterparts. And once all of this is running the exact same way, but in maglev form, then at that point, we will basically start separating the branches and add the additional lines. And for the most part, I want to rework this stretch. This stretch is giving me headaches. It's just like not good looking thing, and also had this like make depots great again thing for a while. So yeah, that's everything that we're gonna do next. To create producing industries, open the settings and search for manual primary industry. Yeah, I think that's what I meant. What is it called? Manual primary industry construction method, none. There we go. So I don't want to change it right now, but yeah, this is what I was saying. This is kind of cheaty. That's when it's like, I know it's not necessarily cheats, but it's kind of cheaty. All right, who's ready for some maglevs? So the first thing that we need to do is actually send all the trains to the depot. So all of you, how many do we have here? Does this give me a count? 17 trains, cool. So we're gonna send them to the depot.